Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Anna Vanila Arts. I am Anna Vanila, and on this channel I share absolutely everything that I know, everything that I've learned over the years, across tens and tens of years of experience. And I do all sorts of crafting, all sorts of things that I share with you, from drawing, painting, knitting, knotting, macrame, all sorts of things. So I hope you're going to join my channel and learn something new, and possibly share where you can learn something new. Hopefully something new for you, and you can just learn something special from my channel, and you will find it useful. Today we are doing a beret in this purple, lovely purple color. This is acrylic yarn. It's not very thick, it's fine. The needles are 4.5. I've got 91 loops, 91 stitches on my needles, and this pattern looks more complicated than it seems, so please don't be shy about trying it out. So even if you are a beginner, you'll be able to do this pattern. I can guarantee you that. So the first loop, we transfer it onto the right needle and we do not knit, but the last loop in the row here, last loop on every row, we knit it as a purl stitch. This is like a type of rule that you need to do in every knitting garment. So the first one we do not knit, so the second one we do a purl stitch. Then 3 loops, we count 3 loops, and we knit them together as one loop, which becomes a front stitch, into a front stitch. And then from this loop we wear it on the left needle again, and from this loop we start knitting another 3 loops. So 1, then yarn over, we hold it like so, and then you knit one more time, so you create 3 loops. From 1 you create 3 loops. Okay, purl stitch. Now from 3 loops we create 1 loop. This loop, then we put it on to the left needle, and from this loop create 3 loops. 1, yarn over 2, and another loop. So from 3 we do 1, and from 1 we make 3. So purl stitch. So 3 loops we knit together as one loop with a front stitch. We put it on to the left needle, and then from this loop we knit 1, 2, 3. So 1 loop, and then we do yarn over, and then another 1 loop, purl stitch again. 3, from 3 we make 1 front stitch, then from 1 front stitch we create 3 loops like so. and so on until the and we need so on until the end of this row. You should remember that this is a beret, so it needs to have stretchability, and this is almost like a stretch band, like an elasticated bottom, as you can see. 91 loops in here, so it needs to be stretchy, needs to be multiplied. Also, how many loops you need to knit in the end to make it bigger, because a beret is supposed to be larger than this, and we will add loops, certain amount of loops, and we'll see. So this is the second row. So again, we transfer the first loop onto the front needle, and we need basically what we see. So we see a front stitch, we need a front stitch. We see a purl stitch, we need a purl stitch. We see a purl stitch, we need a purl stitch. We see a purl stitch, we need a purl stitch. One front stitch, 3 purl stitches. This is what we see, this is what we need. Make sure when you knit, you don't knit too tightly and you don't need to loose. So make sure it's evenly done, to make sure the beret looks great, like it's supposed to be. And I hope and wish you good luck into doing so. And then so you repeat the first step, the first row, and you repeat this one, which is the second row, and then again you repeat the first row, and you need this the height that you need for your head, for your beret. It is all up to you. So see how big you want to create this bottom thing. You can create smaller than me, less than me. I created a bit larger. It's all up to you. So I hope you need the amount that it's right for you, and we can create things together. So hopefully you're going to like it. I particularly like this pattern. I think it's fantastic. It's airy, it's slightly open work pattern, it's tactile, it's beautiful, it's voluminous. It looks fantastic, I think. I hope you agree with me enough to make a beret like this one yourself. Now what we need to do is to add more loops. So we take the first loop onto the front needle, and we need to make more loops. So we need to add it like so. So you put the yarn in front of you and you take purl stitch from behind. You see, I take it from behind like so. I knit the purl stitch once, and then I knit the purl stitch one more time, and we create 2 purl stitches from 1 purl stitch. Then this 3 you knit the same way like the pattern we've been doing before, which is you create 1 and then you create 3 from 1 you create again 3. So from behind we grab behind of a purl stitch we grab the yarn and we knit it with a purl stitch, and then we knit from the front again with a purl stitch. So we create 2 purl stitches from 1 loop of purl stitches. Now we knit like the pattern we've been doing before, so 1 like so, and then we create 1, 2, 3 loops. And now again we grab from behind the purl stitch, we knit the purl stitch from behind, and then the front we knit with a purl stitch. So we create 2 purl stitches. Now from 3 we create 1, after 1 we create another 3, then we create again from behind, we grab the yarn like so, create a purl stitch, and then from the front again purl stitch, and this 3 we create 1, 2, 3 as usual. Make sure you don't drop loops. And so on. After we've added all the extra loops through one purl stitch, we created 2 purl stitches. Now what we need to do is knit on the back the same way, so you knit it basically how you see it. So you knit, let me see, here created 2 purl stitches like so. So we knit here 2 front stitches, 3 purl stitches, 2 front stitches, 3 purl stitches, 2 front stitches, and so on. So the only change to this pattern is the fact that on the surface, on the front, we knit with 2 purl stitches instead of 1 purl stitch, and on the back we knit 2 front stitches. These 2 purl stitches from front we knit at the back with 2 front stitches, 2 purl stitches from the front we knit on the back with 2 front stitches instead of 2 purl stitches. So I hope it's clear enough. And now what we need to do, we do this row, and then on the front, the next row, we take thicker needles, about one size thicker than the one we are using now. I'm using 4.5, so it needs to be 5.5. So I'll be knitting this back, inside out, side, like so, like the way the loops are looking at us. And then on the front, I'm going to knit with already with 5.5 needles. I hope you're going to do it as well, which this is supposed to be a beret, so this is what we need to make it. Now we are on the front side, and I changed the needles to 5.5 instead of 4.5, so it's one size bigger. I need the 2 purl stitches, then 3 together, create 1 loop, and then this loop, from this loop we create 3 loops. So basically we need this pattern the same way like we started, is just with, we knit it with 2 purl stitches. That's the only difference. 1 purl stitch, 2nd purl stitch, then again 1 loop, and from 1 we create 3 loops, 1, 2 purl stitches, and so on. And from here, from the beginning, we need to basically knit about 20 to 23 centimeters. That's all up to you, because you need to measure the size that you do for, it depends on the head of somebody that you knit for. And then you make the crown, and we meet up again. So good luck in your knitting of this beret. This is our finished beret. As you can see, this is the crown, like so, the crown, and this is how it turned out. And this is at the back, is the stitching at the back, which I've done on the front with a special stitch that I use usually. And I thought about showing you how I hide the last thread. I literally take a plastic needle that I have, which is green, neon green, which is made for sewing garments together, for knitted items, and we just follow the braiding, braiding here, like so. I'm going to do a knot, like so, and then I hide it yet again through the braids, like so. Now we put the needle to the side and take the scissors and we cut it. And this is our finished beret. It's time for us to check it, how it looks on my mannequin, and hopefully you're going to like it. Hello again. This is our finished beret. You can see the crown is beautiful, like so, like a beret should have. You see, it's circular, like so. And As you can see, it's a beret, is a lovely color, is violet or maybe purple, pale purple. It's quite strong actually, purple color, I would say. I think it's fantastic. This is our stretchy band with a pattern that we've knitted, and then we just added up a couple more loops to make it larger as a beret, so it gains this shape of a beret, which we need for a beret. I think it's fantastic. I think it's fashionable. As you can see, this pattern looks very airy, slightly open work, I would say, because the needles that I've used were quite large. This is at the back. This is the stitch at the back, which I've made with this, my favorite needle, neon green needle, which is made of plastic. And as you can see, I've stitched it on the front. This is at the back, where we've hidden all the odds and ends, all the yarn that we didn't need, and how you wear it. So you wear this at the back, so make sure the where you hide the threads to be at the back. Obviously this is the back of a hat. It's a beret, which is supposed to be a bit more large, like a little pot, I would say. And I think it's fantastic. I love it. I love the pattern. I love everything about this hat. It's acrylic yarn, easy to wash, easy to care, and I hope you're going to like to do one yourself, and for us to create new things together on my channel. I hope you're going to watch more videos from me, with me, where I show you all sorts of other things, not just knitting, but then crocheting and knotting and drawing and all sorts of other things. And as you can see, this is one of our pieces on the channel, which you can't find anywhere else. This is perfectly my pattern, and this is how it looks like, obviously. And let's try and see how it looks on my mannequin. Let's see. Obviously it's a bit on the larger side, but it's supposed to be a beret, so it needs to be a bit like so, like this. So you put this little circle at the back, and you kind of push it to the side, and this is how it looks on both sides. It covers the ears nicely. The ears are kept warm. It's fashionable. It's gigantic pattern, which is easy to knit. As you can see, it covers the forehead nicely. It will keep you warm and stylish this coming autumn and winter. It should be fantastic. I hope you're going to like it enough to make one yourself. Please leave comments underneath my video. Please put likes and subscribe to my channel, and I would be happy to know that you are doing my patterns. It will be fantastic if you leave a comment about some sort of advices or ideas that you might have, how to improve my channel and what else to do on my channel that will attract more viewers like yourself. So please subscribe and we're going to create a lot of beautiful crafting, a lot of beautiful things together. So keep watching my videos, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.